Good evening.
Good evening.
We're back. Just to let
Kind of,
you know,
kind of, sorta,
you know, we got Mark's thing fixed.
kind of, sorta. Hmm.
I doubt there'll be anybody joining us, but we'll see. I got to make some adjustments so I can see things.
Well, yeah. You gotta see if my shit stays on and I don't get froze and all that other crap.
Oh, how the hell?
Well, how the hell?
Oh, I can't delete that sample comment. Anyway, I got to show you something. I found it, and I'm seriously, I think I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
Next time I go to a hotel and I stay the night at the hotel, you know,
you're gonna put cameras up in the room and leave them in there for the next guest.
that'd be funny. But no, I'm not going to be that bad because that's illegal. This is perfectly
Only if you
legal.
get caught.
Yeah, but this is perfectly legal. It would be nice though to have cameras in the room to take pictures of the person that reacts to this. All right.
Really? Seriously, Joe.
I thought it'd be funny.
It probably would.
But it might take more time than it's worth. They don't give you no instruction video on how to make it.
No instruction video.
No instruction video.
Wow,
I
that
just
is interesting.
I never thought of doing something like that. You always think about stealing the pillows or stealing the towels, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, but I don't do that crap. I
Well,
don't.
I don't either. I'm not a thief and I've never been a thief. It's just that leaving something like that would be funny.
Yeah,
Housekeeping walks in and going, and they'd probably get a good laugh out of it. Uh, I think you're frozen.
you think I'm frozen? What? Am I frozen?
Yeah, but I can still hear you.
Am I moving now?
No, not yet.
Eh.
Sure. Now we go live, and it doesn't want to do what
How
it was.
about now? Am I
No,
moving now?
no. Now you are. You're back to moving.
Okay, that's just so weird. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but at least you're not getting kicked out and totally, you know. So it's
Yeah,
better than what it was. Hi, Joan. How are you? Um, I'm doing well. Doing better than I was a couple weeks ago. You know. So for all the you that didn't know, I had a stroke. What was that? 2 weeks ago, Monday.
mm, you and Tanya would know more.
Yeah, I'm looking at her. She's right across the. So it was 2 weeks ago, Monday.
Yes.
Hmm.
My whole right arm and right hand, I can't totally use. I couldn't use it all then, but I've gotten some mobility and some strength back. It's just taking time, and it's frustrating. I tell you, I can't play my games. It's not an easy thing to do and go through. Second time for me, but at least this time I got my speech and I can swallow. You know, I was choking on just a glass of water last time. No, and I had a hard time walking too last time. But I found something out. Your arm goes like mine did, goes all weak, and
Mm-hmm.
you have no strength in it at all. It throws off your equilibrium a lot. I've been bouncing into walls, literally. You know, I lean too far, or I go to pet the puppy or something, and I lean too far that way. I've almost fallen out of my chair here. And because they got me on blood thinners now, I got to be real careful. If I hit my head, there's a trip to the emergency room. You know, so not fun. And then the insurance companies are being,
Dicks.
yeah, yeah. All this time, I've never had such a problem as we're having now. Hopefully, Tanya will get it all straightened out tomorrow. I mean, they're telling me I got to pay $750, or I might get charged $750 for the test tomorrow. And it's like, you know, how the hell am I supposed to pay that when they're taking damn near $200 out of my checks as it is for insurance, for my premiums? And they never used to take that money out of my checks for premiums. So they're taking roughly $200 out of my Social Security checks for insurance premiums, and it doesn't seem like it's paying crap. You know, it still pays for my meds, but I think that's because I got something that Walgreens set up so I don't have copays.
Yeah.
But even those copays on my meds weren't all that bad. They were like $1, $2. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, and I could be dishing out $1,000 a month like my mom used to.
Yeah.
It's a bitch getting old. Don't ever get old. It's fucking trap. Oh, and then to make matters worse, I don't know if you saw this, but I tend to look at news pages, right? And this is nothing to do with politics, but the price of eggs have gone way up because that avian
The avian flu or
flu.
bird flu.
Right. Well, I saw on the news this morning. It wasn't on TV. It was on like one of the, you open up. Anyway, I was opening up a website. Semi truck carrying nothing but eggs got into a serious accident and the whole trailer tipped over. And I bet you every egg in that fucking trailer was worthless. We're going to have scrambled eggs on the highway. So it's like, lap dance is cheaper than a dozen eggs nowadays. I saw that. I saw that somewhere too. It was an actual sign attached to a strip club. Said the lap dance is cheaper than a dozen eggs. Oh.
Yep. Come enjoy our lap dances. They're cheaper than a dozen eggs.
I know that's just a joke, but I saw, and then somebody's comment on that was because that was another one of those signs that they showed a picture of, and on like Facebook, one of the comments was, "Where can I get a lap dance for $10?" You know, it's like I don't know if I'd want to visit one of those places, you know, and women may not be too clean.
Uh,
Anyway, I don't know what
I
else.
don't know what you mean by women are too clean.
Well, you go to a strip club, you expect to pay more than $10 for a lap dance, right?
Right.
And if a lap dance is cheaper than a dozen eggs, uh, you wonder how clean that place really is,
Yeah.
and the women in that place. You just don't take chances, or at least I wouldn't. No. Hi, Kate. So, but I got to go in tomorrow. Hopefully,
Hey.
hopefully I don't try to keep my ass.
Yeah, they'll put you in the room and lock the door.
They probably would. You know,
Well, I'm gonna tell them to. I'm gonna call him
um,
and say, hey, when he comes in, throw him in that room and lock that door. Don't let him out.
the rubber room, right?
Pretty much.
Put me in a straitjacket.
Okay, where is this place at?
Oh,
This
slowly.
is down in Beloit. Dude.
Oh, I'm feeling fine. I thought it said healing,
Henry Dorbacher's.
but it's still frustrating because things are going very slow. Oh, I've got some strength and mobility back, but it's probably more like not even 100% yet or close to it. I still can't play any of the video games I play that require a controller. I tried. I did a pretty good job for a while there
No.
today. I was doing okay, and then my hand got tired. I was playing on Mark's little land of Craftopia,
Yeah,
and I went out.
he was out there. He
I
was out there
stole
in
a bunch
the
of chests. I opened up a bunch of chests, and then I went out to the one boss of the underworld in the volcano area, and I took him on by myself because Mark was just screwing around and seeing if I could actually fight. And I don't know if I did any of the fighting or if it was my Fennar that did all the fighting and killed it. So, but I tried. I gotta keep trying. But it's been very boring not being able to play the games that I play. There ain't shit on TV usually, so it gets very boring. Too cold to take the puppy for a walk. I better not say that too loud. She'll start bugging me. What is in Beloit though, Mark?
Oh, you gotta go back to it. Hang on. It's a place called Henry. Damn it, Henry Doorbakers. It's a new like bar type thing. They've got driving simulators in there. They've got basketball, the basketball things. They've
I
got
was good at basketball.
they've got bowling. They got the like the miniature type bowling thing.
Oh, you mean the that
It's
bowling
an
thing?
actual small ball with pin.
It's not like the hockey discs where you throw them at
No,
pins and they all go up.
and these will actually, the machine grabs them up like a real machine and sets them back down. And they've got, I mean, they're showing this thing here. I'll just share this.
Yeah, your screen is freezing a lot, but at least I can still hear you.
I don't know why my screen's freezing. See, I thought we fixed all that. I don't know
I
what's
thought we
going on
did
with
too,
it.
but this time you're freezing a lot, but I can still hear you the whole time. I thought you were supposed to be on a date.
Here.
How you doing, Tom?
All right. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, check that out. It's down in Beloit.
Whoa.
You got pinball machines.
I know, but
That's some good looking food. And they even got a miniature golf course inside.
a driving simulator?
Yeah.
Wow.
Might have to take some money and go down there and check it out.
Now, see, that's my game. I play basketball.
And it's a new hangout. See, that's the bowling thing.
Kind of a miniature bowling alley.
Yeah.
But what they showed just before that,
The
where it was like a glass top and you could see through it, and they were playing some kind of game on it. That looked cool.
Oh, that
too.
was Pong. That was Pong they were playing. And then they got these different breads with the fucking cheese dips. Yeah, I seen that. It's like killer, man. And it looks good.
Yeah, those, that's like I said, not just. I mean, when we go out like for the insane asylum and do our paranormal investigating again, it wouldn't be so bad because some of the areas where we can go to, not too far away, there's like history, historic locations. Take a little short video, put it up on YouTube, or like when Tanya and I went into Waukesha the other day, we stopped at that Joey's Diner. It's small, but the food was just so damn good, and the service.
Yeah.
I have never had service as good as that place anywhere else. I mean, the waitress was constantly coming by. You guys okay? Doing good? You need anything? The owner was going around. Is everybody happy here? Glad we're all happy people. Is the crew all happy? You guys are doing a great job back there. And he's constantly, complimenting his help, and you do that in that positive reinforcement. Yeah, they're gonna put out some damn good food. I mean, I've never seen a restaurant owner and its employees so happy working.
Or a restaurant owner.
Yeah.
Very involved in.
Yeah. Usually they're back pushing the pencil somewheres at a desk.
Yeah, some are.
But there was like a couple places, me and cold weather, we don't mix. Okay. If I have to get out of the car more than a few minutes in this cold weather, I don't like it. But we got out of the car, and because this was on Main Street, all right, just across the street there was a place called, like I said, they must have just opened because there's not much in there, or they were trying the concept like back when you and I were trying to open up the computer store, the computer repair shop, and we were looking at that massive 2,400 square feet of property on Monona Drive, down by Cottage Grove in Monona, and we were talking about the extra space of turning it into like an
The
internet
internet
cafe.
cafe.
Yeah, so you can like bring a group of friends in and play the same game, that kind of thing. So anyway, it looked something like that where they had tables that they could set up and they'd play the old fashioned Magic the Gathering card games, or those Dungeon and Dragons, but nothing online. It was
Hmm.
all you know. So they had it set up like that, but it was called the Joke Shop. And you walk into it, there's not much in there yet. Like I said, their inventory, they've got a lot of inventory, but only a small area of it's got to do with jokes. So I didn't get the concept of naming the store what it's named at the moment. But they had a sign in there that our number one seller is number two, and they were talking about the little plastic piles of shit.
I don't think those were plastic. I think that was chocolate.
No, that was plastic.
To me, it looked like chocolate.
Well, shit does kind of look like chocolate.
And some does. Then some looks like chocolate milk.
So anyway, but there was a very large area, and it just had a small entrance, but that store went back deep and it had downstairs and all this to it. That would take all day to explore. It was one of those like antique malls where you had a lot of vendors in there with their own, space. And I saw, yeah, like a big
consignment shop.
Antique consignment shop. And let me tell you something. We didn't go downstairs at all. We didn't even cover maybe a third of the first floor walking in. This was all after we ate at Joey's Diner.
Yeah.
We just left the car parked and walked to these two spots. And if it wasn't so cold, man, I would have walked around a lot more. That place will take a good couple hours to explore. But what I did see, oh man, I wish I had the money. Some of the stuff I saw. It's like stuff you don't see every day or everywhere. You know, old NASCAR collectibles from way back when, where you had like Rusty Wallace cars, Rusty Wallace stuff, or the original, Intimidator,
Mm-hmm.
Or Daryl Waltrip and his original Mountain Dew car. Um, then you had like, beer signs, mirrors. You had all that stuff you could think of in there. Oh, and not to mention the tappers, the beer tapper handles. What's this now?
Another place for us to actually try.
Milwaukee Burger Company. Oh, I've seen this one before. Those are like crab legs or something out of that.
That is a seafood Bloody Mary. It's got crab legs. It's no crab legs. It's got a whole lobster tail, breaded shrimp, grilled shrimp, and then
Nope, I
a
don't think
cup of
so.
sauce to dip it in.
I mean, I like some seafood, but I don't think I'd ever have a Bloody Mary. I'm not much of one to drink
Not
alcohol.
that you have to eat the damn Bloody Mary, eat it, or drink the Bloody Mary. You just eat all the seafood that's in it. That would be kind of cool though. But they got burgers and stuff there too. It's not just that.
Yeah, I saw that like meatball burger or something with all that marinara sauce.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool as hell though.
Well, I didn't realize, here's another thing I didn't realize. and I don't know why. I've lived here in Wisconsin literally all my fucking life, right?
Yeah.
And you I bragged about these little places, you know, they're little hidden gems, right? Like Maria's Pizza out in Oregon, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Pizza Oven, because it was the only pizza oven and it was on Monona Drive. But when you saw it, it wasn't in its original location. Because its original location was on the other side of the street over by the water tower in a little red building. But I didn't realize, you know, you don't think about it. Oh, Waukesha, you know, no, you go and find the main street, or, you know, I joined
Mm-hmm.
this site, Waukesha Eats, and I'm looking at it and I'm like shocked how many restaurants there are that aren't like chain restaurants, that are all mom and pop built restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And those are the best. You know, the
Yeah.
ones started right there. You know, that's the first. You know, locally owned and operated. You know, they're always the best. You know, these chain things. You know, like you see, what was that one? We've never even tried that yet. That one pizza joint. Um,
What
you
pizza
know,
joint?
the one that our next door neighbor used to work for way back
Mad
when.
Pizza.
Mod's Pizza, Mods,
No, MOD.
or yeah,
Mod Pizza, MOD.
Mod Pizza, right? So
Yeah,
this
that's
Mod
the one.
Pizza,
That's the one in Sun Prairie that I go to every now and then.
right? Well, they've popped up all over the place since then.
Yeah.
All right, but
Yeah, you pay for the crust, and you go, and then you that's all you're doing is paying for the crust. And then you get to put whatever you want on that thing, and as much as whatever you want on it. And
well,
they
I
put
heard,
it in an actual fired oven.
I haven't been there yet, but I've heard it's not a bad place to go.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
Unlike,
It's pretty good.
unlike, unlike, let's say, where was it and when was it that Mark took me to that pizza ranch?
Oh no, Pizza Ranch, no.
You know, but I saw so many places in just that Waukesha Eats thing, and I'm thinking that that's going to be one of my objectives this year. All right, this summer is go
Hmm.
around and try as many different locally owned and operated restaurants. You know, no more of these big box chains or McDonald's or Culver's. But although Culver's did start here in Wisconsin,
Culver's
and
started in
Culver's
Prairie du
is
Sac, or not Prairie du Sac, but
Sauk City
Sauk City, um, Prairie, yeah, Prairie du
or
Chien.
Sauk Prairie, one or the other. Anyway,
Yeah, Sauk Prairie. They put them together.
Culver's is only in Wisconsin.
No, it's not.
We looked it up. It don't have no locations outside of Wisconsin.
Yes, it does.
Well,
Yes, it does.
you they must not have updated their website, or they must have a different
They
look.
have. They have. There's places in Minnesota.
Well, anyway, and then there's another one that started here. Two
Rochester, Minnesota has one.
two pizza places started here in Wisconsin and have only been here in Wisconsin, right? And that's Rockies
Mhm.
and Pizza Pit. You know, but outside of that, you know, I want to find those little gems like Joey's Diner, and take some film and pictures and stuff, and start doing little kind of reviews and stuff on them. I mean, there are so many just in Waukesha. Not that I'd eat all of them either. but because you got the specifics of like a Chinese restaurant or and I'm not one to eat Chinese food.
I love Chinese.
I'll never forget the first time I met Tanya. We were over there on Grand Canyon Drive.
This might be another place we have to check out, dude.
We were over on Grand Canyon Drive out on the west side of Madison. Crystal was still in high school doing that thing, Barbizon, right? And so we went to the hotel, and then afterwards, her mom and Ken took us out to eat. Needless to say, I didn't eat much because they went to that like Chinese place that was right there. What's this?
Another place we might have to check out.
Why not?
Supper Club, Mars Resort down in Lake Geneva.
What is it?
Mars Resort in Lake Geneva.
It's right on Lake Geneva.
I've heard of that place.
Look at the food. Look at this stuff.
Yeah,
Look at that fucking steak.
That's prime rib.
That's a prime rib steak.
And that is a rack of ribs or a half a rack of ribs.
Yep. Look good, didn't it?
Yeah, but a little messy. I don't eat ribs or barbecue ribs in a restaurant.
I'm not talking about the ribs. I'm talking about the prime rib.
But that prime rib, oh my God, that prime rib did
look really good.
And I don't know what that was. That was all breaded. It was probably some kind of fish or something.
Not sure.
Well, being that close to the lake, I wouldn't be surprised, if it was shrimp or fish or something like that. But man, that's the thing I think I'm gonna do. I'm a picky eater, but there's always something at a restaurant that I can find to eat, as long as it's not a specific. And when I was looking at that Waukesha Eats, there was a lot of them in there that looked good. There's actually a couple of pizza places. Here.
Mm-hmm.
And see, here's one that you and Tanya might both like, but I wouldn't. It's a gyro place called Gyro's House.
It's gyro. You
Whatever.
Don't pronounce it gyro. It's gyro.
Either way, the meat stinks.
No, it's good.
Lamb.
I
The
know
meat
what
is
it
lamb and goat. It's actually both, Tanya. It's lamb and goat.
Oh, okay.
And here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. This one.
And it's really good.
This one looks interesting, but it's one of those places that you won't actually sit there for too long because it's not a place to sit. It's more of like if you got a sweet tooth.
Crave.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sweet tooth it all you want. That's a little too rich for me. I would be more into the meat. I like the meats.
That's a chili cheese dog. Or a chili dog.
That's a Chicago dog. That isn't a chili dog. That's a Chicago dog.
No, they call it a chili dog.
They're full of shit because that's a Chicago dog.
It's on.
It's a sesame seed bun. That's probably an Italian sausage. And it has all the fixings of a Chicago dog. That is not a chili dog.
Well, this is down on Blue Mountain Road near Milwaukee.
They don't know what they're talking about when they call that one a chili dog, because that's a Chicago dog. And then there you looks like you got
Joey's Diner, their breakfast,
hash browns,
and that's Joey.
Yeah, scramble plate that look kind of good. Yeah, those are scramble plates.
And then a breakfast burger. I bet that's really good.
Yeah, that's I've had those before. They're not too bad.
Well, I made one at home. You just don't. You fry the egg. I don't crack it, and
And then you can have it hard or soft, just depending on what you want. Some people like the runny yolk, so when they bite into it, it runs all over inside the burger.
see, there's Joey's Diner again. One of their burgers with the fries.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I forgot to take a picture of when we were there was the food.
But
Hey, go back up. That one, that looks like a Euro plate.
it is.
Yep. Yeah, where is that one at?
It's the one I was talking about in Waukesha. It's the Euro House. This is a pizza place I want to try.
Tony Maroney's.
Yeah.
Hey, we took you guys out to
This one is in
Marty's, didn't we?
This one is in Sussex.
Yeah, we took you to Marty's, didn't we? Out
I don't
in
know what's Marty's.
Delafield.
No,
No.
I thought we took you guys out to Marty's.
we were talking about it, but I don't remember ever doing it.
It's actually a really good pizza. I was very surprised because when Lisa first took me there, we walked in. They have like cookie sheets that they bake the pizza on, and I'm looking at her now. Everything I've ever experienced when it comes to cookie sheet pizzas like that is the dough is not crispy
It
or the
reminds
crust isn't crispy, and it's like
it
chewing on
reminds
bread
you of
and
the
shit
school
like that.
lunch pizza
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's how it was cooked on the cookie
That's
sheet.
right. Well, this place, I don't know how they do it, what they do with it, but it turns out the crust is very crispy, or it's very good, and the pizza is really good. It's surprising. It'll surprise you because you'll see the pans up on the wall. They got the different display of sizes and the kinds of pans they're using and everything, and it very much surprises you.
Check that out. Doesn't that look good and juicy?
You know what would make that look better? What would make that look better is if that was a slab of ribeye inside there.
I don't know, but that's Club 400 Bar and Grill
Club 400 Bar and Grill.
in Waukesha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That should be the goal this summer. That's going to be my goal this summer.
To go hit up everything.
Is here's the goal. This is like a new mission from God. All right. As we're out and about in Wisconsin, we got to find the best place for a burger, absolute best place for a burger, and then the absolute best place in Wisconsin for a pizza.
Well,
and maybe even the absolute best place to eat a breakfast at.
well, I'll tell you right now, I like the pizza that comes out of the Brick House down in Fort.
Yeah, but there's better. Trust me.
Haven't found much better.
Pizza Oven.
And Marty's
Pizza
was
Oven
very
was
surprising.
Pizza Oven was pretty close to Maria's. Maria's used to be the best until they closed down, and when they reopened, it lost something. Whether it be that they started mass producing the sauce so they could put it in grocery stores out there, or mass produce the dough or whatever they were doing, something happened and it lost all its originality, its flavor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pizza Oven used to be good until it got taken over. It was good in both those locations on Monona Drive, right? And then when the old man
Mm-hmm.
quit and gave it to his son, and then that guy renamed it Doughboys, it lost something.
Yeah.
And then you got PJs out here, and like I said, they're in the top 20, but they're not quite the top 10 or top 5, you know. But they're a good pizza. Better than Marcos, and Marcos is like a big chain, and some of these chain. I don't want chain stores. I want to find the absolute best locally owned pizza place, burger place to go for breakfast in Wisconsin. And then we make that a category on our YouTube channel.
Right.
Because I would really like to find this place that oh fuck, I'm losing it. Dennis, God, I'm losing it. I'm trying to think of names and I
The
lost.
place Dennis took you over by Mississippi.
Yeah, it was up on a cliffside. It was log cabiny looking. It was a bar that served pizza, but it served like personal sized pizzas. So we each got our own pizza that day, you know. And it was kind of you were up high enough where you could see the railroad tracks that were running alongside the Mississippi. And somebody said, "Oh, that's got to be in Minnesota," but no, it wasn't in Minnesota because we didn't go to Minnesota that day.
No, it was in lacrosse. Wasn't it?
No, it was. It might have been. I don't know. It was a very. I know it had like a gravel driveway that you had to go up to get up from the ground. But it was like one of those highways where you don't see things on the side too often because you're running parallel with the Mississippi River, so you're real
Yeah.
close. So on that one side, you would have dropped off to the Mississippi River and the railroad tracks, and on the other side, it's all residential or businesses. And I don't remember where that place was because it was so many years ago. It was like during that time that we
Here's your
were going to a different restaurant almost every other weekend or so.
yeah.
Especially when we were out at the property a lot, out on that side of the state.
This is Joe's new gaming rig he wants.
Oh, that'd be cool.
See how spoiled these people are.
No shit.
That's definitely your new gaming rig, right?
Actually, I don't think so
Why?
because I'd feel closed in or something. That's just too much. You know. I mean, I'd like to have the gaming chair, like, and the steering wheel thing, and the 3 screens set up right in front of me, just right, so I could just sit back and press have the gas pedal on the floor and sit there, and do that kind of thing. But I don't know if I want a whole gaming rig and then I feel enclosed. I'm getting old. I have to run to the bathroom quite a bit sometimes. Press a button, try to get out. Damn it, you're not moving fast enough. Shit, I just pissed my pants. Fucker. I don't think so. Maybe when I was 20 or 30. Yeah. But not today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look how she had to get into that. Press a button and the chair moves. Press a button, the
Yep, I
chair
know.
comes
I know.
down. Press a button and the desk part
Well,
moves
and then
forward.
that's where with that one you'd have a catheter so you can piss in it without having to get up.
No, you have a toilet seat built in, not a catheter.
Uh,
You know,
Crap.
but there are a lot of places that you
Now
just don't
that
think
is
about
like
it.
the ultimate grill.
It's like when we're out and about. What was it? We stayed out in La Crosse. We stayed overnight in La Crosse at a hotel, right? So what did we
Yeah.
do? Ordered fucking Rockies. We could have explored the town looking for a small mom and pops type
Yep.
restaurant and tried something new.
Hey, how about that for the ultimate grill?
Holy shit.
Now that you can have fun with barbecuing on that bitch, huh?
Hell, if you packed it up right and it doesn't look like it's that hard to assemble, hell, it'd make you could
Making good.
really do some good breakfast on that in the morning when you go camping.
Uh huh. That's crazy, man.
I mean, they had the griddle there, so you could put
Mm-hmm.
bacon and sausage on that. They
Mm-hmm.
had frying pan things and stuff. Well, there's where your eggs go or whatever, and then you use the rack for toast.
Yep.
All in one grill. Oh, and not to mention probably something for a coffee pot, because most campsites don't have electricity.
Yeah.
Some people can't do without that coffee in the morning. Me, I just crack open a Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I know you are.
But
You're
yeah,
a
you
do
could
do
have a
do
lot of
do
you could
do.
have a lot of fun with that grill.
Yep.
But that also that probably isn't, but that also makes me realize something else. And I see this a lot, and a lot more than I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it a lot more in the last few months than you were, say, a couple years ago. All right, all this fake movie poster shit and stuff, and then it makes you think, oh, really? It's coming out finally, and it's all fake because of the
Mm-hmm.
AI, you know, or 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 them showing uh, those little short reels, on Facebook, the little short reels. I see a lot of uh, what you would call sea creatures or mythical beasts being caught in fishermen's nets or something.
Right.
And I'm thinking, man, these people are getting carried away with this AI crap, because, yeah, it looks believable. But then when you truly think about it, there's no way, you know, there is no fucking way. I mean, I don't know how many mermaid ones I saw in one
Yeah.
day on those shorts that came across. Every time I opened Facebook, it was a different one with mermaids or something. And it's like, come on. I mean, you look at the movie posters and you can kind of tell that those are fake and made with AI because of the Facebook page that they're originated at. It would say something
Mm-hmm.
like, fan, it would say fan movie fan or something. So it's like wishful thinking on that guy's part, or just being creative. You know. But I mean, you think of some of that stuff that they put up there, and it's like, oh my god. And then I was reading, this is how good they are with AI, right? Hollywood or Netflix or whoever does Cobra Kai. You know,
Yeah,
there's a Cobra Kai thing
that's
based off the
Netflix.
Karate Kid.
It's Netflix.
Right. So, in one of their more recent episodes, they brought Mr. Miyagi back. And then they explained how they did it. And it's like, oh my God. Now, if that gets simpler and cheaper, watch them do it quite a
Mm-hmm.
bit. I mean, think about it. The AI is already um,
Dude, the AI can already reproduce
the voices.
anybody
Yeah,
and the voices. They can already
right.
reproduce the
So
views of
yeah, because
how
some of those
people look.
actors and stuff are suing over some of this shit,
Mm-hmm.
endorsing stuff that they've never endorsed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
like what's her name with Trump?
well, we ain't getting into politics.
No, but I'm
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but it's still, and she's outside barking.
going.
You know, it's going to cause a lot more complications.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like we'll probably be in hearing commercials years after he's gone because of AI.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's got such a distinctive voice, you know, like Sam Elliott or the guy that did Darth Vader. Um, what?
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Those guys that have very distinctive and recognizable voices, you're going to be hearing them do brand new shit years after they're gone. You watch. You
Wouldn't doubt it.
know, huh?
I wouldn't doubt it.
They're letting this technology go too far too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, how long, back in the day, I'm not sure how long it went. I should look this up, but I'm not going to because it's too hard to look up. But here's the thing. When I started out on computers, there was DOS. That's all there was DOS.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which stood for like disk operating system. All right. Then you
Mm-hmm.
had Windows. The first Windows I remember was Windows 3.1. Then they came out with an update. Well, it's 3.11. Then they went to 95. A few years later, they went to 98. And then, so on and so forth. Now it's coming out. Well, Windows 10 wasn't out very long, and here's all of a sudden Windows 11. It's moving faster than it used to.
Yeah.
Because it take them years to develop that shit, and now all they do is kind of, tweak things, and oh, we've got new programs, we can do this now, and we can do that now. But it doesn't take them long, so because they're so used to making those operating systems. We don't have Edge and not. It's not Internet Explorer anymore. It's called Edge.
Yep.
No such thing as Netflix or Netscape anymore either, which used to be the best browser ever back in the day.
Yeah.
That was my opinion. Then came Firefox. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's moving too fast. And people have once the internet came around, I knew that was going to be the end. I was warning people and proving it to people that you could be anything you want on the internet and people are going to believe you. Okay.
Pretty much.
And I did this and I showed them. All right. And I says, it's a dangerous place. And this was when the internet was very early on. You still had Yahoo Messenger and all that crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no Facebook yet. It was MySpace. Okay. And and now it's like you've got all this cyberbullying going on and all the all this shit going on, people crying out their emotions. The scams are going through the fucking roof, you know, not just, I've got a landline, but even on my cell phone, the scams come in. People trying to scam you and ask you fish for your
Yeah.
personal information or the email. Oh my God, the emails have gone up like skyrocketing. It's like every day I get email on my Yahoo email account about your iPod account is going to, or your Apple account is about to expire, or and it's like, motherfucker, I don't have, or what's the other one? iCloud. And it's like, motherfucker, I don't even have accounts for those places,
No.
you know? And those have been going through the roof lately. And I noticed that it's all coming from the same place now. Because I look at the email address and they all match. It's like, here's another one that, oh, you won this from a department store like Ace Hardware. But it's like, got the same email address as the one does about the iCloud thing. They're not even bothering to change their email addresses anymore. So every day I got to empty my spam folder because that thing gets fucking massively full.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to worry about this shit back in the day. They'd come knocking on your door and you ask for credentials or something. You're like, I don't need that. Like the paving the driveway thing or whatever. No, now you just gave them an easy target.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a prince from a company and I just inherited $96 million. Blah blah blah. I just need you to cash this, and you know, and I prove. I it took me a while. I had to prove to somebody that this was false. So I answered one of those once. They sent me the check that they wanted me to cash and sent, keep this much of it and send that much of it. I took it to a bank and I said, look, I got this in the mail. No, I know it. I'm pretty sure it is, but tell me that's not forgery. Like a forgery of what do they call those certified bank check money orders? That's what it was, money order,
Yeah.
and it was no watermarks or nothing. You know, but now they get away with it easier because you've got all these bank accounts and you can do all of that online now too. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just
That's what most people are doing.
yeah, they're targeting it all online now. So it's gotten worse. They need to find a way to stop that shit. So anyway.
He kind of got off on a tangent on that one.
Well, it's just because I get so much of that email in my fucking account every day. Every day.
I know, so do I.
And it doesn't seem like the spam will block it all. You know, you hit, oh, this is spam, this is spam. Well, my spam folder so fills up, but I still get that shit in my inbox.
Mm.
You know. So, and it's like games. You know, like a video game. You know how they are.
Oh, I know.
You ain't gonna be able to get all the things that they used to do. Like if you buy the game from Walmart, for example, you get a special something in there, download code from Walmart. You know, telling so you
Mm.
get a special item for the game.
Am I
Now it's
frozen
all
up
going
again?
digital.
I'm frozen up again, ain't I?
Yeah, but your voice isn't. You know, and that's like the digital age would have put me out of the business
Did
if
that fix it?
yeah, it did. If Blockbuster would have fucking wouldn't have moved in,
I'm
it would have
beginning to
been the
think.
digital age.
I'm beginning to think it's on Evmux's in
Yeah, but you're the only one that does
because
it too.
when I switched the thing over to that and then went back, it you said it unfroze me.
That could be something to do with your connection, though.
I don't know.
Your internet out there. I don't know. But at least you're not freezing completely, so we can't hear you, and you have to exit and come all the way back in and
Oh,
wait.
I know that's what I had to do
That's
last
why
time.
we quit doing this to begin with. This I can deal with at least. You know, but no, you made my train derail. You know, I hate it when my train derails and you make it go derailing.
You know, sounds like your problem, not mine.
So I don't know. I just know that I stopped doing a lot of things I used to do. You know, don't eat at the fast food restaurants too often. Try to avoid them at all costs.
It makes more sense to make your shit at home.
Well, that or it's cheaper to go to the Pine Cone in some places.
Yeah.
You know, probably healthier too than a fast food joint. You know,
Yeah.
or going down to that little cafe on Main
Cafe.
Street. You know, for breakfast. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got very reasonable prices still, and really good food. You know, and they've been run by the same people for God knows how many years.
And they've expanded
Yeah, they
into that other room.
They expanded, so they got more of a dining area now than they used to. But you still got to get there early just to find parking.
Especially on Sundays.
You know,
Mm.
but that's one place that for me I would give them 2 thumbs up for their sausage gravy and biscuits. You know, because every place else I've had that dish at, even the Pine Cone, they put way too much pepper in the gravy. You know, I mean, it's supposed to have a little bit of a kick, but not that much of a kick. You know, my Aunt Ruthie came from that area and learned, well, she didn't come from that area. She was born here in Wisconsin. But when she got married to my Uncle Harold, she moved to Tennessee, Michigan, and then they moved to Tennessee. But that's where he's from. So she had to learn to cook all that Southern food for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she'd come around once or twice a year when I was younger at my Uncle Ralph's house, And she'd get up that first Saturday morning. She was there, because they show up sometimes at the middle of the week or that Sunday before and spend a whole week in town. And one of those Saturday morning, everybody, I mean, I'd be camped out on my Uncle Ralph's living room floor, and so Dwayne and, some of my cousins, we'd all be camped out all over the house and in the basement. And that Saturday morning, my Aunt Ruthie'd be making sausage gravy and biscuits. And oh my God, it was to die for. The only thing close to it that brings me back to that memory, not quite even, well, yeah, somewhat close to it, is Main Street Cafe. Cracker Barrel, Pine Cone, Denny's, they all put way too much pepper in it for my taste.
Crackhead Barrel.
Yeah, Crackhead Barrel. My mom loved that place. I don't know why. I really
Every
don't.
time I ever ate at Crackhead Barrel, I wound up feeling sick.
Yeah, it never agreed with me either. And I really didn't like their gift shops that much.
Mm-hmm.
They did have some candy from like when I was growing up, but you could almost find that everywhere. I mean, hell, look, we go to the dollar store around here and you can find bottle caps. You know, and just about every store around like Target, Walmart, and all those stores, you can find the movie candy boxes. Junior mints. Anything you'd find in an old movie theater. You know, what I want is real candy store, like in the Dells or a couple of them that I saw online that I want to visit. Where you go in, you got the wax juice bottles or
Yeah.
the candy cigarettes and, the stuff that you don't see every day nowadays. Or how about the candy dots that were on the paper strip that you had to tear off the strip to eat them? You know, or the candy necklaces, or what else was there? You know, they just don't make candy like they used to. But I don't want to sit around this summer like I did last summer.
No, I'm tired of sitting around with these summers and stuff.
I'm
I want to
already
get out
get,
and do shit.
I'm already getting cabin fever.
And it's supposed to be 40 degrees next week.
You're getting grabbing fever?
Yeah,
Cabin.
yeah,
CABIN.
that's a good idea. Grabbing fever.
Sounded more like grabbing fever, like he's getting where he wants to start grabbing.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it. Yeah, grabbing the tatas.
No!
Yeah. But there are places on my paranormal list that I gotta go to too. You know, I mean, Dale wants to talk to us about going back to Bray Road because the same buddy's coming in.
I know, but the thing is with that, I didn't. Look, when Dale came on, I didn't want to say anything because I was a little irritated that day, and I know, I'm pretty sure that Lee was pretty damn ticked off too because nobody called him.
Well, I don't think Dale was too happy either.
No, I don't
You
think
know,
he was either.
I
I mean, shit, when you're waiting what, almost 2-3 hours to get into that place.
the thing is with that, we should have just said fuck it, gave up on it, and went over to Lee's place.
Exactly.
And I said that like 3 times, and nobody was listening to me. So
Oh,
You know,
they'll be here, and it's like, man,
yeah.
that's the day we went to Tom and Molly's and
Yeah.
sat there for a while,
We
and
just sat there. Still made it before we could get in.
yeah, made
We
it
could
back.
have sat at Tom and Molly's for another hour, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't want that shit to happen again either.
No,
So
if we're gonna, either it's gonna be the only thing we do,
no,
or the first.
no, it will be the only. I'm going to stress it to Dale that it is going to be the only thing on agenda in Wisconsin for that one day.
Unless it's during the day, because you said you want in overnight. If it's during the day and it's enough time in between.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you start, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening so that you got enough time to satisfy Lee being able to tell his stories
That's
and give
true.
you the tour of his property. And then later you set up, bring out all your equipment and set it up for the investigation.
You know, I'm pretty sure I actually said that what we should have done is made one day for Lee's and then the other day for everything else.
But no, I want to do this all in one day. That was Dale's insistence.
Yeah, doesn't happen
So
that way.
I'm going to insist on, if I'm going to arrange something, it's going to be an all day thing
But if
at
you
Lee's farm.
remember, I'm sure I said Dale that Lee's place we should take and make that one day, a whole day for that, and then anything else do it on the following day.
Right. But I'm just saying that's how it's going to go this year, because I'm not going to play games and I don't want to piss off Lee again.
I know he was pissed. I didn't even
Well,
get
I
to talk
know he
to him
was,
anything, but
because I had
man,
to talk to him. So
yeah, and it's like, it's pretty fucked up.
So, because that's how it's going to go. You know, and then, but there's other places I want to go. I kind of want to get, um, where was that? Shit, I forgot where that was now. There was a place I found, and I think I saved it. I just gotta find. Oh, come on. It's not loading fast enough.
Yeah, I might be having internet problems because my internet was goofing up earlier today.
Shit. Anyway, I can't find what I was looking for, but I think there's like a cave up and around the Wisconsin Dells area. I gotta find exactly where it is. But it's one of those places that are supposed to be like haunted or mystical.
Yeah,
Kind of like the Devil's Punch Bowl, which is another place I want to go back to.
I've never been there. I've been up past it like millions of times.
And this time we gotta remember to take Skittles with us.
Yes.
You know. So, but yeah, I want to take more filming going down in the witches or the Devil's Punch Bowl. I want to try to find that Meridian Landing or whatever it's called. I know we were close. I swear we were
Hmm.
close, but we were driving on this single lane road and cars coming at you and you have to back. Yeah, it was a bitch trying to find what we were looking for. Um, and then I want to really go to one of those spots Even if it's on the other side in Minnesota, it'd probably be best because most of the sides on Wisconsin overlooking Lake Pepin are like pretty up high, but that would be kind of cool anyway. But I want to set up a tripod uh, up on the lake, maybe do it on both or two separate times out there, but see if I can catch anything on Lake Pepin, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, you go over to the other side, you're more down to down to like the beach level of it on the Minnesota side. And then before they take it and tear it all down, and I know that one's gonna be hard, but I think I'd risk it just to get closer pictures or something quick. Is find out where the marble caves are.
Yeah.
You know, take pictures of the place from the road, and then just go up. Because that place has got some really good history behind it.
Marble or Mary Bell?
Mary Bell. Anyway, I know what I'm talking about. And then there's like Paracons I want to hit this year. There's one in May for sure, and that's in Appleton.
The oldest, there you go. The oldest hamburger stand in Wisconsin. It's called Pete's Hamburger Stand in Prairie du Chien. Only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And then you can work that in out in Prairie du Chien. You look it up in my books or look up Prairie du Chien on the internet and see what's haunted or what's out there that's kind of cool to investigate at the same time. Killed two birds with one stone. And that's the other thing. Another out of state trip I want to make for sure will also require some planning. Meaning we got to find a cheap hotel to stay the night in because I'm sure neither one of us are going to want to drive all the way back. I don't want to do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be during the festival, but I want to go to Iowa.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of things I want to do in Iowa. One is in Dubuque.
Well, there is something that they do in Iowa that I wouldn't mind actually doing.
What's that?
And that's the Geode Festival that they got going.
No.
You
There's
can go and you buy up a bucket. You get like a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, and they point you in the right direction, and you go pick up geodes.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be fun.
The thing is, though, some of those geodes, depending on what they have in them, some of them can be worth up to $1,000 a piece.
That would be fun. There's also a river, a paddle boat on the Mississippi River that is more of a museum now.
Mm-hmm.
Museum and shops. That's where Woody was playing the piano, and the old lady told him you shouldn't be sitting there. And she walked off in a huff when he started playing The Entertainer. No. But it was like an old antique piano. Oh, you should be sitting there. You don't know what you're doing. Oh, he's got long blonde hair, all tattooed, leather jacket and shit.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of, turquoise and silver on his fingers. And he just looks with that look like and laughs a little bit. And then he's, opens it up and starts playing it anyway. And she walks off. But right across the street is from that paddle boat, or not too far away from that paddle boat, is a railway elevator. Okay,
Yeah.
you sit in a rail car, so it's more uh, like a roller coaster car. You can see out. You're just kind of strapped in. And it goes up the railroad tracks all the way up this cliffside, and you can see most of Dubuque from up there, including that paddle boat. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
So, and but that's in Dubuque. Then you go down further on Highway 80. You got the world's largest truck stop. Okay, on Highway 80.
Yeah.
But I want to go to Van Meter.
I know why you want to go to Van Meter.
You know, and if I had guts, I'd want to go back to the crash site. You know, but that's only because of what I saw in the cornfield next to it. Like I
Hey,
said,
you remember though? I'm the one that my
yeah,
voice recorder is the only one that captured
yeah, we're still going,
anything,
Tom.
and I captured the sound. I captured the sound of a fucking um prop
We
plane
got
going over
we
top
got
of
about
us,
another
and
40
nobody
minutes.
else did.
Yeah, well, I could smell it.
Oh yeah, I know. I seen it in the fucking field. You and I
I
both
got
seen
pictures
it,
of it. I
and
got
I could
pictures
smell.
of
I could
it.
smell it too.
Cool. We'll be on for about another 40 minutes. We're done at 7 p.m. my time. Yeah, but that's like I said, if I had guts, you know.
Well, Tom's an hour ahead of us, right?
Yeah, he's on Eastern time.
Yeah.
They they had I got a feeling though, I'll bet you that guy that person that was or that couple that was in the RV were waiting for everybody to leave so that they could get some, you know. I still got to edit that footage. I still got to edit that
Mm-hmm.
day the music died footage. I know what I wanted to do with it. I had it all set up. I just got to get around to it. You know. And that's funny because that's another thing. You talked about the 4th of July coming up in Monona. I didn't tell
Yeah.
Tanya that. I don't even think she heard that.
I actually before I knew that was kind of that day we were going to be doing that again. I actually took off. I made sure to have that whole fucking week off.
4th of July in Monona, they're doing it again.
I thought they weren't.
Mark got an email and said that it's happening again.
Want me to send you the email? I
No,
saved it.
you don't have to send it. I believe you. Anyway, you know what would be funny? I should get out that engraver, that small laser, right? And get some wooden coasters, round ones, that are like this, that you can engrave into them
Mm-hmm.
before then, and make up a bunch of them that say round to it, and get that poem. My grandma used to have an actual round to it hanging on her
Mm-hmm.
refrigerator. Okay, and they're
I know what around to it is.
No, we don't want that. Ah, here we go. It says round to it. Okay. TUIT. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Round to it. Okay. This is a to it. Guard it with your life, as tuits are hard to come by, especially the round ones. This is an indispensable item. It will help you become more efficient worker for years. For years, we have heard people say, "I'll do it as soon as I get around to it." Now that you have one, you can accomplish all those things you put aside until you get around to it. And see, this thing, oh, come on. I can't make the picture bigger.
Nope. You're not allowed to make the picture bigger.
Now I got this. All right, I'm trying. It's been a while. All right, I'm going to show you. Let's see. See how well you can see this if I. All right, there it is. Around to it. See?
Yeah.
TUIT. Now, we can make a bunch of those up as coasters, and I bet they'd sell like hotcakes.
Probably.
I'm just saying, they'd be simple to make. You put the design in,
Mm-hmm.
pull them in, you know, and all like that, make sure it fits, do a test run, and then you just keep doing over and over again the same ones. The only problem is, I think the thing is, we'd have to bring them over to your place afterwards to like varnish them or something. Or just leave them unprotected wood, you know, I don't know. You know, one or the other. But that just I don't know. See, this is where I need a tape recorder. You know, make a round to it. You know, I get these craft ideas for that stuff, and all we'd have to do is find the thumb drive. There's a thumb drive for that,
Right.
and the laser, so that I can plug it in out here, in here, and just run them off. Yeah, a varnish. Yeah,
Hang on a second. Let's see. I just brought up the email.
because when that was
Okay. I don't know. I don't see anything about craft. Art fair. Okay. Local artists showcase their work. Okay. There it is. But, bring up more info. What is that?
what is what? What is what?
That sound
I don't hear a
almost sounds
sound.
like somebody in the background with a. It almost sounds like somebody in the background with a fucking vacuum cleaner going.
No.
Not
All right.
at your house.
No, it was weird. It's coming from your end.
Nothing here I could think
All
of.
right, it's $100 for a 12 by 12.
which is what it was last year.
And
12
if you
by
want
12.
if you want two 12 by 12 spaces, it's 175.
So
I mean,
you
we
say,
can definitely swing $100. There ain't no problem there. You know.
Do we really need two of them though?
no, $100
It's $100 for a
one
12 by
table
12 for one
or
12
one
by
area,
12 area.
which we only got one area the last time, right? Because
And
you
it's going
said
to be
that all
the fair is actually going to be on the 4th of July, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
is, let's see.
You start your selling at 9 a.m.
So that'd be on a Friday.
It is a Friday, yes. It says it will go on rain or shine.
Hmm. They
They're
said that
expecting.
they said that the one year and they closed it down.
I know they closed everybody down because it came down hard that day. And then it says attendance of up to 50,000 people is expected. So,
Well, they've got low expectations this year because last year they were expecting double that.
yeah, I don't remember, but anyway. You have a Monona Transit merchant license. What?
What?
When did they start that?
What?
Do you have a Monona Transit merchant license?
No.
No, we don't. Didn't have to have one before.
Oh, we've got a state of Wisconsin seller's permit.
Well, yeah, because we wound up getting that.
And we got that and never really needed it because
We
none
didn't-
of these places needed them until that Apple Fest, and we didn't make it to the Apple Fest because Tanya was in the hospital the day before.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I've got it here. The registration. It doesn't say when the registration needs to be in by. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, it must be completed and submitted by May 1st.
So you got some time.
I got a couple of months.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of months for that. I'm gonna bookmark this so I don't lose that. All right. But yeah, they're gonna be doing that again.
Oh, that's good news.
And I
For
got
us anyway.
a shit ton of crystal necklaces and stuff that's already made up and ready to go.
We've got a bunch
Plus,
of
I got
stuff.
new chains too. I actually got they're braided.
We've
They're
got
like
a
a
bunch
rope.
of stuff. We got to get it put together. I mean, there's boxes of things up there.
Yeah, we can get stuff done.
There's literally boxes of stuff up there and stuff.
I know.
Like
I get that, and like I said, we
when
can
that
get
one
stuff
lady,
The Italian horn.
yeah, the Italian horn
The one lady
pendants.
was asking if we had them or if we knew where to get them.
Yeah, so I had like Italian
And
horn
she was
pendants.
at the Monona Festival.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've got several different sizes of
And that was
those.
last year.
Right.
Yeah.
They got to be put into necklaces or something. And then I don't know what's all up there, but I know those hat pins.
Those are on the table.
You know,
Or they were on the table.
I'd have to go through, but there's a lot of shit that could be added this
And
year.
I noticed that stuff got put down in that, that little
But we got to be careful
it's
not
by
to
the door.
overcrowd the space.
There's
Joe.
stuff in there.
Really?
Yeah, my polka dotted thing is in there.
We got to be careful not to overcrowd the space because last year we damn near overcrowded it.
Well, we bring more table. Well, we use 3 tables, but we got to get more creative on displaying this stuff too. So we've got the tents. We've got the,
I've got. Did you guys get an awning?
We still got your red awning.
That's not big enough to do anything.
No, you got the white one.
I've got the. It's a blue one, but yeah, I've got the.
Whatever.
I got the one. I didn't know if you guys wound up getting one or not.
No, we didn't. We did not get the personalized one like you wanted to.
Not yet, anyhow.
Well, I know he's got a banner thing that he wound
Yeah,
up getting.
we got the banner. But no,
And that kind of see with that in there, that was kind of taking up space too.
Yeah, so we're not gonna. No, that
was more towards the back.
Yeah, but still, we could have.
But see, the thing is with that banner,
without the banner there, we got to add.
The thing is with that banner,
That's true.
Joe, with that banner, we might be able to just hang it from the. Instead of putting it on your tripod things, just hang it from the
tent pole.
The stuff itself, we just got to look into that part and see if we can.
Well, all I know is I'm not worried about the banner because you could set up 4 tables and just have us.
No, because the way that's set up, your backside does not have.
Oh,
your backside
is to another booth.
We'll have to see
the
how
backside's to another booth behind you.
Well,
and
that's why we have a banner in the back.
But if you're going to put up 2 tables and only have 1 spot, you need a corner spot.
Oh,
hi Tom.
What happened? What happened to your co-host here, man?
Hey Tom.
What co-host? Am I froze again, Tom?
Oh wait, no, there you go.
Yeah, he freezes on and off, but he doesn't get kicked a lot anymore.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. I mean, I got a brand spanking new camera.
We can keep hearing him.
You need to use a brand spanking new browser.
Hey, Janet says hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Well, I'm using.
Janet says hi.
Yeah. Right now, I'm using.
Hi, Janet.
AVG.
AVG.
And I do have Opera.
In other words,
Opera's a good alternative. I've not had any problems with it.
Well,
and I've been doing this broadcasting stuff for a little bit. Hey, I know that lady.
You do?
Maybe.
I hope
you
so.
might. You might. I don't know.
I mean, I ain't never met her in person, but I know her.
And I got a brand spanking new headset that's completely and totally wireless because the mic in my other headset decided to go.
Well, that
happened. Trying to hide from the glare of the top of his head.
Oh, suck a big one, bitch.
Well, I mean, listen, if you're gonna suck one, it might as well be a big one. Don't waste your time with those little ones.
Get a piece of paper and put it there.
You're frozen again, Mark.
Your video is your video, not your audio.
What the heck
there,
was that?
How's that?
Oh,
that gets to fix
that's
it.
better.
Oh, hey, there.
We did figure out how to get him as a collaborator so that he can come in here and control this stuff too.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to talk to you about that because I could never figure it out. Like between me and Dom, maybe it's just Dom being dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Dom being dumb because I got the.
I can tell you.
I got the way to do it from you, talking about it.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I am a smart guy.
Well,
that's right. I'm a smart feller. I'm also a fart smeller.
All right.
And a smart ass.
Whoever's in charge of EMUX, or whoever's in charge,
it's EV.
The other person has to sign up for a free account, and then you use that email to send them as a collaborator. And and eventually it worked. First try, one try.
I think that was the step we were missing, is because I made the free account when me and Dom tested it out, and he didn't. So
Yeah.
maybe that was the step he was missing that
Well,
he did.
what it is, I had to make the account, so I
Mm.
had to make an account, and then I had to use the link that Joe sent me, and then when I got in there with that link, I signed in, and it put me in as a collaborator. And now all I got to do is just sign in, and
That's
it
cool.
automatically kicks me in as a collaborator here.
That's cool.
So he's got just as much control over this as I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so I can
scary.
actually do that.
Oh, see? Now we're on top.
That's right.
Wait a
We're on
minute. Does
top.
that mean that we're wait a minute. I don't know if we're on top, are we the pitcher or the catcher?
I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, I'm on the bottom now.
So in other words, I should start going through our stuff and see
I'm
what
getting it all.
making.
Yep. Yep. And find that laser so I can set it up in here.
Hat pens.
Oh, I heard you
Yeah.
talking about the round to it. My grandfather actually had a metal coin of the round to it
Got
Yep.
one of these?
when I was a
Yep.
kid, and I asked
Yeah.
him what it was, and he explained it the same way. He's like, "Well, you know how some people say I'll
My
do
gr-
it when I get around to it," and I give him this.
Yep.
So there you go. Now you got around to it.
My brother,
My
my
grandma had
oldest
a custom
brother,
made one hanging on her fridge as a magnet. And my
My old-
grandpa had three coins he used to carry around, right?
Yep.
Just so that he could screw with people.
yeah, my
One was
brother,
the adult where it's showing a naked woman's ass on one side, and then it had her tits on the other side.
All right.
All right. And
Now
then
did it.
and then he had the old fashioned wooden nickel, you know.
Yeah.
And then
The old
he
Indian
had
head
a
wooden
actual metal coin, you know, it's a little bit, but about a $50 size of a round to it.
Yeah, that's what my grandfather had, where the words went like around the edge of the coin.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I mean, go figure. My grandfather thought he was a smart ass and a funny guy. Imagine that. I mean, far fetched for my family. Because I'm not like that at all.
Well, my
I'm very
grandma
straight edged.
my grandma didn't have the sense of humor like my grandpa did.
Yeah, my grandfather was a smart ass.
But not only was he a smart ass, he was also like the godfather of our family on that side of the family.
Oh Lordy, here you
Did you
go,
have to
Joe.
kiss his ring?
This is for you, special.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I don't want to see if I
This
want to
is
see
special for you.
It's Pornhub. There's no sound.
this. Hi,
I don't have
Pickles.
sound on.
What's this?
This is special for you.
What?
Ouch! Oh
Yeah,
my
well-
God, that would hurt.
Well, that's one way to get rid of hemorrhoids, I guess.
Yeah, you pop them.
Just cut them right out.
Ouch,
You
motherfucker!
sit on a dildo made of knives, attached to a piece of wood, and
Ooh, that looks
hemorrhoids are
Looks
gone.
like something Knoxville and his group would do.
Of course, then you got to worry about the fissures you're going to create. But yeah. I still got my rubber chicken. I don't leave anywhere. There you
But
go.
anyway,
Oh Lord.
so I take it we're gonna start working on preparing for July 4th then. Since it's been so good to us.
I also heard you talking about a video that you were lagging on editing. If you need help editing, I can always help.
Yeah,
I
I've
have
got
editing
this
software.
idea. I don't want to get flagged. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to create the exact radio announcement. The exact word for word radio announcement. Okay. Of Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, when they went down in the plane crash.
Hey,
The day the music died.
Right.
All right. And I want to put that because I don't want to use, you can't use music. You get flagged for that. I had
Well,
the actual radio announcement, but I was like, well, I'll probably get flagged for using that. So I transcribed the radio. I used some kind of program to create a transcript. And now I got to do like a voice and have like typewriters and stuff going in the background, like it's newsroom, you know,
easy.
and put it together and then just edit all of that film together that we took out on location of where the day the music died, you know, out in, where was that? Do you remember what that
It was
was?
somewhere in Iowa. It's like,
Yeah,
like-
that's right.
like Iowa.
Kill-
all right,
Yeah.
hey, here's another one for you. Ready? This one's got the sound going.
I don't know if I want to watch this one. Jesus Christ. You know, you find up some fucked up shit.
Hey, what version of Bambi is this? I mean, God, that's like Toucan Sam fresh out the Diddy party. Freaky ass bird. Yo, Mother Nature be going, wow, baby. Mother Nature, the freakiest bitch of them all.
She is. And it was Clear Lake, Iowa.
Yeah, we were out there. Yeah, we took pictures and stuff. I was a bit distracted by the odor.
Yeah, I got pictures of that too.
Yeah, I got pictures of that too.
Oh.
Fucking plants taller than me.
Mm-hmm.
I like plants that are taller than me, man.
They were like 6 foot and they had some big buds on the top.
Man, probably skunk weed, no. Man.
It was all growing by a cornfield.
But it's free, so I mean, who cares if it's skunk weed?
I was too afraid to pick it.
When I was a
I was out of
teenager,
state and I was already paranoid and stoned as it was.
when I was a teenager, in the area near Philly here that my mom lives in, Croydon, me and a buddy of mine came across there was like a string of like 3 or 4 houses that were all like bikers, and we came across their stash in the woods that they were growing. Oh, we fucking raped it.
Yeah.
We raped it and then we put it on the roof on top of some tinfoil to dry out.
You know,
It was shit.
I was living out in Oregon, in Wisconsin, and next door to Oregon was Stoughton. Me and a friend were like took off because the Stoughton Fair that year was really boring. So we left and we were walking down the Yahara River, and we get to this area and all of a sudden there was nothing but fucking pot plants all over.
God love it.
And we like went and got ourselves a garbage bag real quick, came back, took that shit somewhere, dried it all
Oh,
out,
Lord.
and we were smoking in his fort near the cornfield in that farmhouse that we lived at.
Then a
Yeah.
spaceship came. Oh wait, no, that was Cheech and Chong.
But it wasn't very good compared to today's weed, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
We
today's
probably
weed.
raided somebody's stash that they were growing there because it was on like public property, but not too far away was some kind of houses of shady people.
They saved all their seeds from their stash for like 5 years and then planted them all. Back when shit used to have seeds in it.
Yeah, you don't find seeds in it no more.
No.
You really don't.
No, it's like genetically engineered now. And it's
Yeah.
it's a bit stronger now.
I know that this time around, if I go out of state anywhere it's legal, I am definitely going to be going on a mission again.
Oh, it's legal in New Jersey now, so that's just right across the Delaware River for me.
You know,
You just need a license.
I got to look up where to find it, what dispensary to find it at. And I know I should be able to find it in Michigan or Illinois. And I'll pay the Illinois prices for it just to get it. What's that?
This is for Tom and you.
Is that resin?
Ready?
Oh shit.
There's no way that's res.
That's Rez.
All of it.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's hot. Doing slab dabs off the hot ass.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. Winter smoke tour.
David be laughing at me. He
That's
pulled
a
that
lot of-
shit. David pulled that shit on me every time.
Dude was fucking. He was baked way before he even
Yeah,
puffed that bitch.
but still, you could still tell that was some good shit or some really
Hang on.
harsh shit.
I'll be right back. I get a.
Because
Yeah.
every time he took a hit, he was coughing up a lung.
Oh yeah, and you know that gets you higher because when you
Well,
cough, it
yeah.
opens up more chambers of your
And the
lungs.
thing is, I used to have a guy that I went to. He was kind of related to me, and he liked to try this.
He was my
Not
uncle
tell me
cousin.
what it was, and I trust him. Because we're blood related,
Oh my
right?
lord!
He's like, "Here, try this," and he lit this sucker, and I tried it, and I started coughing up a lung, and he's sitting there laughing his ass off, and Tanya's like, "Do we need to go to the ER?"
No man.
Oh, he's all right. Laughing some more. It's like I'm so old school. Trying some new things is a little harsh, but he did the dab.
Mm.
And then it lights differently, and you only have to do a little bit, and it's like, motherfucker. Next time, warn me.
Yeah,
But
I don't
he liked
like the
doing
new
that
shit. I don't like the new shit. I just like the flower.
Well,
That's it.
I didn't like that either. I don't mind doing the pre-rolls that some of these people do. They call them blunts or whatever,
Yeah.
pre-rolls. I don't mind doing that. It's just that I can't do that myself, make
Yeah.
them myself. But that dab stuff or wax, that
Yeah,
shit, I don't think so.
I don't like it. Like I tried.
I don't even use a glass pipe because I'm so old school. I gotta get
No.
the old metal pipes.
Yeah, the metal pipe that you could put together in the head shop.
Right.
Yeah.
Or go to a hardware store and get pieces for it.
Yeah.
Man, I put
I-
one together out of an old. Went to a hardware store, got the pieces I need, and made my own pipe back in the day.
It was like about 5-6 years ago on Halloween. I went up the street to my friend's house when they lived up there, and we were just hanging out, drinking, smoking a bowl here and there. But then they broke out this vape pen that had weed in it. I
Yeah,
took
don't
one
like
hit of that,
either.
and 10-15 minutes later, literally mid-sentence, I dipped out and caught myself right before I hit the ground, and I had drool coming out. I'm like, what did you just get me?
Yeah, I don't
I
like
don't want
those
that
either. And some of them, they got flavored,
Yeah, no.
with the weed, and it's like, oh, this is, and it's like, man, no, thank you.
I'm good with a
You
bowl or a joint, and that's
Give me
it.
the natural flower, You
Yep.
get that right in the fucking. Yep.
I know how to handle that. I mean, that makes me cough like crazy too, but that's fine.
Right there.
Yeah. I don't have any to show you. It's all downstairs. But I don't smoke like I used to anyway. I mean, it used to be. I mean, you think about how much I drink, which is a little bit. I used to smoke a lot more than I drank, and drinking was like a thing. Like I might have 1-2 beers a night, if you can imagine that. I've already had half a beer just sitting here. But I used to smoke quite a bit. It was kind of. I mean, I've done it since I was a teenager, but that was smoking in the morning was kind of the start of my YouTube channel. Ooh.
You're just having too much fun, aren't you, Mark?
Like I would go out early morning with a bowl and a coffee, and I'd walk around in the park and I'd take pictures, and I post that to my Facebook. A couple times I did videos, and people were like, "Man, you should make YouTube videos." I said, "What? Make YouTube videos of me walking in the woods? Who the hell wants to see that?" And now here I am, almost crowning on 3,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Well, 2,700 some, almost 2,800 some, but still.
Yeah, we'll get there someday.
Yeah, it's perseverance, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. I've got
There's
some ideas for this year.
there's
I've got more
tons
places to go.
tons of YouTube channels out there that are geared towards just helping you make your YouTube channel grow. You just have to weed out the idiots from the people who are
You
actually.
know, it's like this year. It's not just paranormal. His wife and I are going to go out to some pretty historical places. We'll take some film of that,
History takes off, I will tell you.
and not to mention, I'm going to go on a mission looking for the best pizza in Wisconsin, the best burger in Wisconsin, and you know, I'm going to go from there and just check out all these different diners and restaurants and put them up there.
See, I could do the same thing with cheesesteaks, but I'd get really fat.
Well, my metabolism is still pretty high, so I can't gain weight. I can eat all I want.
I wish I could do that.
And like I said, that Joey's Diner is going to be a place that I'm going to go back to, and you know, check it out, because they had. Mark will tell you this. Usually, I guess you could say I'm kind of trained by my puppy to always bring her back the last bite of whatever I eat, right? Well, when we went to this Joey's Diner, there was nothing left for the puppy.
Joey's Diner.
I ate the whole damn burger, and I still wanted more.
You walk into Joey's Diner, they all go, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a Friends reference. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
How you doing?
So, I always hated that name.
Joey.
Yeah. See, they called me that when I was growing up. My grandpa was named Joe. My dad's name was Larry. So when you're born Larry Joseph, and they try to call you one or the other, and you know your grandpa or your father answers, that don't work so well. So they started calling me Joey when I was young. And it's like, I'm not a fucking baby kangaroo. Damn it.
That's what I used to call my man piece. I got that from Andrew Dice Clay, though. You know, like I thought, you know what? That's a cool name for your junk. I like that. I'm gonna call him Joey. That's a little insight I have never disclosed on a live feed before. So exclusive content here from This Is Tom's World on the deck. Tom's talking about his dick on the deck.
Just shave that bush a little bit and it'll look bigger.
Right? Maybe not. Maybe that's what makes it look big.
So, anyway, we're about ready to. It's almost.
Oh, that my dick jungle.
You're muted or something, Mark.
Oh.
Now we can't hear you at all.
We can see you.
Can't hear you.
Oh, maybe your headphones. Well, no, if your headphones disconnected, you wouldn't hear us. Well, oh, I missed my cue. Sorry, Kate. Now it's going to be all late.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep. What'd you do?
I just reset my damn headset, so I might have pushed a button. It's a new headset. I might have accidentally pushed a button. One more.
Oh, hey, what?
Here you go.
Kabangers.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes my knuckles hurt thinking about those.
It makes my wrist hurt.
Oh, come on. You guys didn't see it?
No, well, we can't hear it. Did you see? What did you do?
She's
Oh.
playing with those ball things, and
Oh,
he
they're-
turns around and grabs.
I didn't
Oh.
realize that was a dude. I thought that was a curtain. I'm like, what?
No, that's a dude standing there.
Oh, God. No.
Hmm.
Those things were painful enough just on the
You know,
wrist. Much less-
Mark's having too much fun now that he's got some kind of control.
Yep.
It happens, man. The power goes to your head and then you even out.
Yeah. No, it's not going well for Mark, but at least he doesn't freeze completely and have to leave.
This is true.
Yeah, we
Oh.
might be able to figure something out. I don't know.
Maybe someday.
I don't know
Next,
why.
next time,
I
try
don't know why
using
it's such a
Opera,
pain in
see.
the ass.
Next
We'll
time,
be
try
back
using Opera, see
tomorrow
if that makes
night.
a difference.
We'll be back tomorrow night for the Insane Asylum. No guests, but we'll get to that.
Well, I don't know that I'm doing anything tomorrow night, so
Oh, you can always join us. You
yeah.
gotta keep it paranormal though.
I'll try.
Oh.
I'll
All
do a lot of ghost farts.
Have a safe night. Remember, anything's possible.
Did you hear that?